Welcome to my channel Tech Secco. Fujifilm has always been different. In a world where most camera makers choose full-frame dominance, Fujifilm carved out a space of its own. They doubled down on APC, giving photographers a unique mix of classic design, innovative features, and the kind of shooting experience that feels more personal. And now the next big chapter may be just around the corner. Leaks are pointing to the upcoming Fujifilm X-Pro 6. If these leaks are real, this camera could be one of the most exciting APS-C releases of the decade. We're not just talking about small upgrades, we're talking about serious changes. The kind of changes that could reshape how hybrid shooters, photographers, and filmmakers alike think about APK systems do. So let's break it all down. We'll look at the leaked specs, the technology behind them, the impact they could have, and what this might mean for the future of cameras. The 40-megapixel sensor headline feature is the rumored 40-megapixel APS-C sensor. That's not just a number for marketing, it's a meaningful jump. With 40 megapixels on an APS-C sensor, Fujifilm is offering resolution levels once reserved for full-frame and medium-format cameras. What does this mean in practice? It means you can crop heavily without losing detail. A photographer shooting street scenes can reframe an image later and still have gallery-quality sharpness. A commercial shooter can deliver files large enough for editorial spreads, billboards, or high-end digital publishing. For travel photographers, it means carrying one small camera, but having enough resolution to cover almost any situation. The flexibility is enormous. And because Fujifilm pairs high resolution with strong color science, the output doesn't just look detailed, it looks alive. Stabilization that changes the game. Another huge leak is in body image stabilization. It's often called IBIS. This is something Fujifilm fans have wanted in the X-Pro line for years. According to rumors, the X-Pro 6 will deliver a 5-axis IBIS system capable of up to 7 stops of compensation. Now, 7 stops is not just a number on paper. It means you can handhold shots in low light that normally would require a tripod. Imagine photographing a city street at night without bumping your ESO sky high. Imagine filming documentary-style video while walking and still getting smooth footage. This is a gamaker for rangefinder-style shooters. We love compact setups, but have often felt limited by the lack of stabilization. With IBIS built-in, the X-Pro 6 could become far more versatile, making it just as good for video shooters as it is for still photographers. Autofocus that thinks ahead of focus has always been a critical factor in modern cameras. Fujifilm has been catching up in recent years, but the leaks suggest the X-Pro 6 is about to leap forward. The new autofocus system is rumored to use deep learning AI to detect subjects, eyes, faces, animals, cars, birds in flight, even people moving through a crowd. The camera may be able to recognize and track them all in real time. And with the X Processor 5 powering it, the AF system could adapt dynamically. That means, if you're photographing a bride walking down the aisle, the camera won't lose her in the background. If you're filming a falcon mid-flight, the HIF won't get distracted by the trees behind it. This kind of intelligence turns autofocus into more than just speed. It becomes reliability. It means fewer missed moments. And for hybrid shooters working in high-pressure environments, weddings, sports, documentary work, that reliability is priceless. Video that rivals Cine. Of the most exciting parts of the leak is the video capability. The Fujifilm X-Pro 6 is said to offer 6,000 recording at 30 frames per second, along with 4,000 at 60 frames. Add to that 1/bit internal recording and support for FLOG 2, and suddenly, you're re-looking at cinema-grade tools in a compact FC body. Why does this matter? Because 10-bit color depth gives far more flexibility in post-production. It allows richer color grading, better highlight recovery, and a more cinematic look. Overall, FLOG 2 adds even more dynamic range, giving creators the freedom to push their footage in editing without destroying quality. For YouTubers, travel filmmakers, and wedding videographers, this could be the Olympus solution. No need to carry both a stills camera and a cinema-focused rig. The X-Pro 6 could do both while still fitting in a small bag. Film simulations that inspire. Of course, we can't talk about Fujifilm without mentioning film simulations. They become a signature part of the Fujifilm experience. According to leaks, the X-Pro 6 will continue this tradition, offering updated simulations right out of the camera. For many creators, this means less time editing. You can get beautiful film-like color directly in camera with profiles like Classic Chrome, Previa, Arona. These are not filters. They're carefully designed looks based on Fujifilm's decades of filmmaking heritage. For street shooters, this means capturing images that already feel finished. For videographers, it means quicker workflows with less time spent in color grading. And for creative professionals, it offers a palette of options to match different projects. Build quality and design leaks also suggest that the X-Pro 6 won't compromise on build quality. We're talking about a weather-sealed magnesium alloy body designed to withstand tough conditions. Some insiders even mention possible special finish like titanium or a durable coating. This is important because the X-Pro series has always been about more than just specs. It's about the shooting experience. Holding the camera feels different. The hybrid optical electronic viewfinder, the tactile dials, the classic design, they connect the photographer to the process. With the X-Pro 6, Fujifilm seems to be doubling down on that philosophy. They're blending heritage with modern innovation. You get the joy of analog-style shooting combined with the power of a cutting-edge mirrorless system. Connectivity for modern creators. In today's world, cameras don't just capture images, they also connect. And the X-Pro 6 seems to understand this. Leaks mention USB-C power delivery, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and dual UHS 2 card slots. This means faster transfers, seamless backups, and the ability to charge on the go with a power bank. For travel photographers, it's a lifesaver. For event professionals, it means less downtime and more reliability. Dual card slots also matter for professionals. You can set one card for backup, ensuring you never lose an important shoot, or you can use overflow mode for long video sessions. Either way, it supports flexible workflows for demanding creators. The Viewfinder Evolution's hybrid viewfinder is a trademark of the X-Pro line. It's what makes it unique, and according to leaks, the X-Pro 6 is improving it even further. Higher brightness, faster refresh rates, and smoother performance, all while keeping the option to switch between optical and electronic modes. This matters because it gives photographers choice. You can enjoy the real-world feel of an optical finder or the precision of a modern EVF. It's about combining the past with the future in a single camera. Price and positional. Let's talk about price. Early leaks suggest the X-Pro 6 could start around $1,999, with some versions going up to $2,000, $2. It's $100, depending on finish and accessories. That puts it firmly at the high end of a PSC pricing. But here's the thing. Fujifilm isn't chasing entry-level buyers with this camera. They're targeting serious hobbyists and professionals. People who value performance, reliability, and creative flexibility. Yes, it's expensive, but if the leaked specs prove true, the value proposition could be very strong. After all, you'd be getting a camera that can replace both a photography body and a cinema focus setup. For many creators, that's worth the investment. Who is it for? So, who should care about the Fujifilm X-Pro 6? Hybrid creators who need strong photo and video in one body, wedding and event professionals who need reliability. Dual slots and great autofocus street and travel photographers who want compact-size IBs and film simulations. Cinematic creators who need 10-bit recording Flog 2 and grading flexibility. In short, it's for people who demand versatility without wanting to carry multiple cameras. Why these leaks feel real off course? We need to ask, are these leaks believable? Rumors always come with risk. The details here are unusually specific. Sensor resolution, IBIS stops, processor details. These are the kinds of numbers that usually come from real test units or insider sources. And Fujifilm has a track record of credible leaks before launches. Technical specs often surface months in advance. While final models sometimes scale back features, it's safe to say the core of these leaks is probably accurate. The expected launch window is late 2025, likely between October and December. That timing puts Fujifilm directly against major holiday releases from Canon and Sony, which could be a bold move. Final thoughts on Section 1, the Fujifilm X-Pro 6, if these leaks are even half correct, could be one of the most forward-thinking a CSC camera's ever made. A 40-megapixel sensor, 7-stop stabilization, AI-powered autofocus. 6K video with 10-bit recording, film simulations that inspire a hybrid viewfinder that honors tradition while pushing forward. This is not just another update. It could be a camera that redefines what hybrid shooters expect from a PSC systems.